Hey, what's up guys? Looks like the Persona 5 character details are out as the event is coming out tomorrow. Apparently, and not surprising, it will be a two-part banner, unfortunately, but at least Joker is with Mona in his banner along with Arsene. Before, I was thinking it's going to be Joker and Arsene on one banner and then Mona and Anne on the other. I think this way works out way better just because everyone wants Joker, let's be honest, especially with Legend Cayenne out right now. So now you have a better chance to get everybody minus Anne. Everyone is still going to be on the second banner, but only Anne and Arsene will be featured on that one. So yeah, anyways, this is going to be one of the few times that I'm doing a first impressions video just because this is a special occasion. It's just to share what I think, and I'll still follow up this video with a more detailed review on each character when I get them. If I don't manage to get them, then I won't make a video for them, okay? So for this video, I'm not going to read everything one by one. I'll do that for the review. I'm just going to tell you guys what I think about each character so far after already skimming through the text. So let's start with the start of the banner, Joker. He's the main character from Persona 5, and for the weirdos out there, he's that one guy from Smash. So far, he looks like a really good character, especially for Legend Cayenne, but I do have several questions that I'm curious about. All of these Persona characters kind of function like Tiki, right? But a little bit different. They have all these set of skills that deal decent damage on their own, and then they have another set of skills that are much more powerful after they summon their persona, aka their unique dragon. Some of their base skill grants them 300 persona energy, and certain characters can get them in other ways, so you'll need to spam certain attacks in order to get their persona out. How much persona energy do they need in order to get their persona out? I'm not sure, and that's one of the questions I want to know because that'll be a big contributing factor to how good these characters actually are. Like, what's the uptime on their persona and when can you activate them? Now, after reading through the numbers, Joker's skills deal a decent amount of damage without Arsene out. Well, skill 2 looks better than skill 1 without Arsene when you compare the mods with like other daggers out there. However, obviously they're better when Arsene is out. So again, I want to know what the uptime is on Arsene. Skill 2 specifically is going to be pretty decent for Legend Cayenne solo because it has a pretty big and long strength debuff attached to the skill. It's a 15% strength debuff for 20 seconds. Usually it's like 5% for 10 seconds, and I know Delphi's is 15% for 15, so Joker's debuff is pretty good. That's definitely going to help with increasing your AI survivability in solo Legend Cayenne. Joker also has a 2-charge 4-strike Dispel in his kit. The spell is very important in Legend Cayenne, obviously, so that's going to be a very useful tool to have. So he's most likely going to be a very good character for that fight in general. Last thing I want to mention is his co-ability. It's 7% attack speed for the whole team, and it is not element locked, so you can use it for every team and not just Dark. It's honestly just okay. You're probably not going to be insta slotting this on everybody because 7% is such a small boost. It's going to be one of those niche co-abilities. You're probably going to slot it in for supports, healers, and that's about it. If you think about it, it's basically another kind of skill haste for those kind of characters. But yeah, Joker looks great though. Can't wait to try him out. I really need a new character to use for Legend Cayenne. For some reason, dark characters get old really fast for me. Like the ones that I have invested in right now are just so boring to play, so I really hope I get Joker early on. Now, Mona might actually be the best character on this entire banner. It's ironic because I think he's pretty bad in his own game. Like, his skills have really good mods to SP cost ratio, and when he has his persona active, he gets a lot of crit rate for his skill 1. Now, he also has a 20% crit damage ability. I guess you can say he's sort of like a Gala Luca for Win in a sense. He's just one of those characters that crits a lot and can abuse crit damage. Those kinds of characters are always good. And it's also easy to raise his crit rate even further in the Win element because you can just add DY Zane onto your team. So I wouldn't worry about Mona's damage. I think it's going to be very good. What else is cool about Mona is that he's basically the entire package. He also has some support in his kit. His ability says when he summons Zoro, it'll restore HP to all his teammates, and he'll get this 4-strike that will grant him 30 seconds of persona gauge fill rate. So what this means is that he's going to be able to spam this heal pretty often. Basically, I think it's going to be really easy to run 4 DPS with Mona as your lead because he brings damage and probably consistent heals as well. We still gotta see what the heal amount is, but I think it's gonna be a good amount considering that it's coming from the dragon. Now, regardless whether or not you want to use him, you still want to summon for him because he's the Peony of Wind. he has a 20% increased wind damage co-ability. Any wind DPS that you use, this will be an instant slot in. And because his co-op is different from traditional swords, he's not going to overlap co-abilities with Templar Hope, and that's really good. The only issue I see with Mona is that his animations are quite long from what I noticed in the trailers. That's really not that big of a deal though, that's definitely something that you can just look past. You know, I don't really care about Mona the character too much. I always benched him in his own game, but I think he might be the most useful character so far from these two banners. Arsene is the new dragon from this collab. He's a dark dragon. His skill looks very bland because it only deals damage and nothing else, but 2540% is actually a lot for a dragon skill. It's a big nuke, especially considering his aura. And speaking of his auras, they are two 90% skill damage auras, and the second one grants Persona Element Curse. Who knows what that does? Basically, it's 180% skill damage and grants the Unknown Curse ability. You're probably wondering, is he better than Cat? Is he better than Shinobi? He's most definitely better than Shinobi. He gives double the skill damage, and skills are the biggest contributing factor for damage output for most characters out there. Now, as for Gala Cat, Cat's aura is better damage wise because hers is multiplicative while Arsene's is additive. So if Cat is usable, and what I mean by that is if you can maintain her stacks, then she will be better than Arsene. It's the whole Cat versus Shinobi thing all over again. If Shinobi was better than Cat previously in whatever scenario, then Arsene will be better than Cat and vice versa. We still gotta wait and find out what the curse ability does though, but until then, that's pretty much the gist of Arsene. Last unit is Panther, aka Anne, and she's part of the second banner. She's kinda a weird character, but there's gotta be something more to her kit, right? Like, she has high SP cost, very low mods, and has a lot of utility. She has a strength debuff, lowers flame res, increases flame damage, has a dispel, and she can apply Scorch Rend. Maybe her 4-strike deals a lot of damage, maybe her autos, or maybe this is what she is, a full-on support character, which isn't the worst thing ever. I remember seeing the trailer, I think her 4-strike was like rapid fire mana caster, so that's probably why her SP costs are so high, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Her co-ability is kind of like whatever to me. It increases the chance and duration of Scorch Rend. Maybe this is good enough to allow her to maintain good uptime on Scorch Rend by herself. Chain co-ability extends shapeshift time by 20%. That's pretty good for Gala Mim and Halloween Mim, and that's about it. You don't really want to use it on Yuden because he needs to suicide his dragon ASAP for Dragon Claws in order to ramp up. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about Anne right now. I think I'll just wait for more additional information on her when she's released before I judge her even further. I think she's just one of those characters that you need to have hands on and just try out because she's pretty weird, not gonna lie. Alright, so take this with a grain of salt, but from what I read so far, from highest priority to lowest for me personally, it's Mona number 1, Joker number 2, Arsene and Panther 3 and 4, I guess, they're interchangeable. I don't really care for these two, but I guess I would rather take Panther because I like characters more than dragons. Not saying Arsene is bad, he's most definitely good. He's going to be the second best dragon in Shadow, which means he's the best dragon for when Cat is unusable. Mona to me looks like he's going to be the most useful overall. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what your guys' priority list looks like for the Persona collab in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.